This is Module 2, Lesson 5, titled Creating Division Stories. The goal of this lesson, I can draw a model, solve, and set up a situation that demonstrates division of fractions. As always, make sure you take good notes as you watch this video, and pause the video at any time, watch the parts as many times as you need, and watch the video as many times as you need. Let's start with the opening exercises. Now, these exercises are some problems that we have done in previous lessons, but we're just going to practice modeling these and get this fresh in our brain again for today. This first question wants us to demonstrate how to divide 8/9 by 2/9 using a tape diagram. Remember, when you're modeling, the best thing to do is to understand what the numbers mean in the division statement. The 8/9, since it's the first number of the dividend, is going to be the total. 2/9, which is the divisor, is going to represent how big or how much is in each group. And then, of course, when we find the quotient, the answer to this, we're actually answering how many of those groups are we making. Let's start by drawing our total on our bar, or our tape diagram. Always draw your total first. I need 9 equal pieces. Best I could there. And I'm going to color in 8 of those. Now I want to get that green part into groups of 2/9 big. So I want to put 2/9 into each group. There's one. I'm going to keep doing this until I get all of my green into groups of 2/9. There's another one, a third, and a fourth. I've got all my green into groups of 2/9. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8/9 divided by 2/9 is 4. Now, we could have solved that by using the keep it, change it, flip it method. We would have 8/9 times 9/2. You would reduce diagonally, and then multiply straight across. You get 4/1, which is 4. I could have also taken the shortcut, because if you remember from earlier lessons, if we've got the same denominators, you can just divide the numerators. 8 divided by 2, which gives us 4. Now let's go on to the next one. It wants us to solve this word problem using a number line, something we haven't done a whole lot. Molly's friend Xavier also has 11/8 cups of strawberries. He needs 3/4 cups of strawberries to make a batch of tarts. How many batches can he make? Draw a model to support our solution. Let's start with our division statement. What is our total? 11/8. We're going to divide that by groups of how big, how much in each group. 3/4. And we want to know, in our quotient, how many groups, how many batches can we make, can Xavier make? Now, I'm going to start by drawing a number line. There's 0, and there will be 1. I need to get to 11/8, so I need to find a point on there of 11/8. That means I'm going to split the distance between 0 and 1 into 8 equal pieces. So that would be 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then of course 8/8 is 1 whole. Well, that's not far enough. I got to get to 11/8. So I'm I'm going to extend it to 2. Split that distance up into eighths. Now I have 9/8, 10/8. There's my 11/8. I'm going to keep on just labeling them. 16/8. 16 divided by 8 is equal to 2. Point on my 11/8. Now I want to put that into groups of 3/4. But I can't do that. Remember, eighths and fourths are different size pieces. So what I need to do is I need to find common denominators. A common denominator between the 8 and the 4 would be an 8. I don't need to change my 11/8. I just need to change my 3/4. Multiplying both the 3 and the 4 by 2 gives me 6/8, which is equal to that 3/4. Finally, I'm going to put them into groups of 6/8. So there's 6 of them, and then there's another 6. I've got one full group here. Notice I stop right there. There's the total that I had. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 6. That tells me I'm at 5/6, which is my answer. Xavier can make 1 and 5/6 batches of tarts.